Hello everyone, welcome to Harv's World. We are back on Hobo's Hollow. It's not too hollow. We're making it more hollow by getting rid of these soybeans. Okay, yes, we're starting off badly. Bad dad jokes. Anyway, we've got Eric Koontz, Graham Pierce, Sprue and Glue is back. He wasn't feeling good next week. Our moderator's back. Very, very cool. Mr. E, David Smith, and hello Glenda. Mr. Inadequate. Oh, good. Your favorite map, huh? This is interesting. It's an interesting map. We've been enjoying our playthrough on it. Rob, good to have you with us. Kevin, the indomitable Kevin. And Mad Mex. How's everybody doing? I hope you've had a very good weekend and are looking forward to a very good week. Fingers crossed. Especially for me. I never know how my weeks are going to go these days. Well, I kind of do. It's drive 350 miles, work, sit in a hotel room, work, drive 350 miles, spend a few hours at home, and then turn around and do it all over again. That's the nature of the beast these days, and it is what it is. I get paid for it. That's what's important. As I'm sure you all know, Mr. Corbin, good to have you with us today, bud. Nice to see you again, man. Mr. Corbin, by the way, is going to be flying out to meet me in about a week and a half to help me move. I have found a place to live. And now the drama really begins. Because I hate moving, guys. I don't know how you feel about it, but I hate it with a passion. And I've got to do it again a second time in less than a year. Fun boy, how you doing, bud? Good to see you with us, too. Yeah, have you ever heard anybody say they enjoy moving? Like, literally? I would not be that person. It's one of my least favorite things to do. Not only do I get to move, I'm probably seeing another move in another 6 to 8 months as well. Because I am in training for my current job. I'm moving to a different training spot. And once I'm done with training, then I should hopefully get a permanent assignment somewhere as long as everything continues to go well. And I've got to move to wherever that is. It won't be in the... There's no room for me in the same town that I'm training in. That's just the nature of the beast. They've already got a person in that position there. And they're obviously not going to give me her job. And she's very, very good at what she does, so... Graham, yes. I've never ever heard anybody say they like moving. I guess if you're getting paid for it, then it becomes kind of like that, you know, the guy who does landscaping never mows his own lawn because that's what he does 8 hours a day, 6 days a week. I've probably done that too, fun boy, but I'm getting the impression I may have a few more years under my belt between those moves. Getting too old for this stuff, man. Caveman and Sharko are with us today. Say hi, guys.
Hello.
Hello.
What's the good word? Apparently nothing.
Pizza. Pizza's the good word.
Pizza's always a good word. What Sharko?
I don't know. Don't remember. I don't like moving, but I like a new house. Like, I like that new feeling. New place to live, but I don't like the idea of packing and all that.
Yeah.
I can honestly say I've never moved.
Mr.
Well,
E likes to move it, move it. I love that song, by the way. I like to move it, move it. Alright, moving right along. Mr. Smith. He was a lumper for Mayflower for a couple of summers and moved enough people for an entire lifetime. Oh, man, I can't even imagine.
Oh gosh, yeah.
I can only imagine the number of people you've had sitting there going, watch the door, don't scratch the veranda, don't scratch it, that cost us $4,200 and we don't want it screwed up, you guys be careful with our stuff. It's bad enough when you're moving your own stuff.
And I've helped people move, and they start doing stuff like that. I'm like, all right, you do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's why if you own a pickup truck, make sure you're busy all the time.
Uh-huh.
Because inevitably somebody's going to ask you to help them move because you've got a truck.
And if you're not busy enough, you can always start doing DoorDash.
There you go. That's what Caveman's been spending his, well, not spare time, picking up cash, doing DoorDash. I hope you don't mind me talking about that, Caveman.
It don't hurt. Don't hurt nothing.
I didn't think you were
Weird.
terribly secretive, so.
The time though that Caveman delivers something and someone actually knows him. It's gonna be awkward.
You know that's when he gets stiffed on his tip. Worked for a staging company. Oh yeah, that would be a lot of moving. And almost like being a roadie for a rock band. Pack up all the amplifiers and all the stage effects and lighting and all of that. Put it on the truck. Drive to the next town. Unload it all. Set it all back up again for one night. Pack it all back up. That would get old in a hurry. No wonder those guys are such party animals. Oh, house staging. Okay. Yeah, I get it. Like for a realtor or something, they'll go into an empty house and stage it so it looks more like a home when they show it to people.
Like it's like moving it into someone's house, but instead they're just moving in for like a week or
Yeah.
however long they need the house to be up for.
Although, you know, it would keep you in shape.
It would.
You got that right.
Or the guys who work as lumpers for trucking companies or for any trucker who wants to hire them to unload their trailer for them.
Heck, doing DoorDash will keep you in shape, especially around here.
Truck drivers do not get paid well when they have to unload their own trailers.
That'd be annoying.
No, they do not.
Oh, Sprue, I'm not going to blame Sharko for having to move. I know exactly who's to blame for this moving requirement, and that particular person is best left unsaid. Somebody I never want to think about again as long as I live. Enough said. Moving right along. He had to redo the same house for a week once. Oh my gosh.
Oh, God. I probably would have quit.
Stage the house. Alright, we're done, guys. Pack it up. Oh, we got somebody else coming to look at the house tomorrow. Bring it back, guys. Set it up again.
God. Actually, I mean, I guess my job's similar in the aspect of if you have to do it multiple times, it's annoying.
Yep.
So I've had to do that before, and it gets annoying when someone's just like, "Oh, can we do this? Can you do this?" It's just like I've done this the last 5 weeks in a row.
Oh, now that we bring it up, Sharko's job isn't too much different from that, really.
It's not. It's not.
He puts up tents. You know those big event
That's
size tents?
Yep.
And so yeah, you would unpack everything, put it all up. 3 days later you go back in, take it all back down.
Mm-hmm. It's nice when they stay up all summer. You don't have to take them up and down, up and down, up and down.
Kevin, takes longer for him to do a sound check than it does to set up your drum set. Nice.
Yeah, actually, so the most annoying part of my job is you have to load it onto the trailer, and then get to the job site and unload it, and then when you get the trailer, the shop.
You're going Mr. Roboto on us, Sharko. Sprue, it was not the Cotton Queen. The Cotton Queen actually looks like a reasonable, likable human being compared to this person. And that's all I'm going to say on that particular topic.
The song about moving. Huh, that's cool. Moving bands from town to town.
Oh yeah, yeah, there is. Long and Lonesome Highway east of Omaha. Was that Bob Seger? Yeah, it's Bob Seger, right? On the Road Again, Bob Seger. I'm pretty sure that might be what David's talking about. Great song.
Oh, is that field coming along? Because we're
Yeah, I
almost
didn't
done the field.
realize it's. I didn't realize that's what it was talking about, but that does actually make a lot of sense now.
Yeah, I think it's actually the singer of the band that's really saying, you know, here I am up on the stage again, up playing Star again. Oh no, it's turn the page, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Turn the Page. Not On the Road Again, it's Turn the Page is the name of the song, I think. It's been a while since I listened to it. Kevin would know. He's our music expert when it comes to rock and roll. I agree, Mr. E.
Yeah, I was gonna say I agree too.
There was a lot they could have done with soy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, what do you put on rice? Like, where's that soy sauce?
There you
Should've been an
go.
obvious one. I think that should have been an obvious one they should have added.
Don't forget, soy milk,
Yep, soy milk.
tofu,
Edamame.
Yep.
yeah, that stuff.
So much they could have done with soy.
They could have done soy snacks. You know, they actually bake soybeans and toss them in wasabi or something as a snack food.
Did not know that.
Did not.
Isn't that what edamame is? I think it is.
It could be. I have no clue.
I have no clue what edamame is.
Somebody will let us know. Somebody will fill us in. So we're doing one last contract, just over $40,000 to harvest these soybeans, and then we're going to push through winter and see what spring holds for us. I know I put a sugar beet harvester on the thumbnail, and it's called So Sweet. And unfortunately, I didn't realize that the sugar beet contract we were going to grab had disappeared. We couldn't get it back, so ignore the thumbnail. It's not really appropriate for this stream, but we did a lot of sugar beet harvesting on Friday night. Oh my God, did we harvest sugar beets? Was that almost 100-acre field? The one right behind me. It's the biggest field on the map. Something like 5 million liters of sugar beets we pulled off that field. Oh, okay, Mr. E.
Yeah, about 100-acre field.
At least 90.
Apparently 114.
Oh,
on
That's
land
for the
area.
whole property.
90 acres, yeah.
Ah, there we go. It's boiled soybeans
Ah.
in the pod, and then you take them out of the pod and they become edamame. I don't think we're going to get them in the pod on this one. Those do kind of look like dried soybeans, though. It's pretty good texture on there. Harv's
Soybeans are
World,
actually-
where you learn everything you ever wanted to know about soybeans and more.
So these soybeans actually look quite dark.
It
These
looks
soybeans
about
are
like
lighter.
it looks about like what comes out of the fields around my area when they harvest them with a combine.
Well, what's in the trailer, yeah, but the actual stalk seems quite dark.
No, that's about right.
That's about right for my area.
Yep. You got those Canadian soybeans.
Yeah, probably. They actually probably are a different type too.
They've probably been sprinkled with raccoon butt. You are never gonna live that down, by the way.
Nope. No,
If you
I'm
hadn't
not.
figured that out by now.
I figured that. I figured that.
NATO, along with, of course, beer and wine and some liquors could have been done in production. Yeah. Well, they can't do that because they want to keep a family-friendly rating on the game, so they won't include alcohols. I'm almost certain that's why we don't have beer brewing and such, except in private mods. Not private, but independent mods, I should say.
Yep, third party.
Yeah.
Yeah, soy sauce, soy milk. There's plenty of soy product out there. Isn't there?
Ethanol.
Can't you buy soybean oil too?
Yes.
Yep. Soybean oil. We already have an oil mill. How hard is it to add just add an extra oil?
Well, you know, they wanted everybody to do olives.
Ah, yes.
I don't see giants thinking outside of the box too much. They
No.
seem to be very straightforward, direct, logical thinking.
And they always make things harder than they need to be.
I don't think they know that the outside of the box exists.
Right.
I don't even think they realize a box exists. They're just so inside of it.
Natto. I should have known that. That's more of a Japanese pronunciation. Oh, would you like some natto? There you go. I still don't know what it is, but at least I can pronounce it now. So yeah, we're going to harvest this field. We're not going to worry so much about contracts over the winter, but we are going to stop to check prices and sell off our product, and then try to get into spring so we can actually do some work on our own fields. Maybe buy another field.
You learned about it from an anime.
Hey, that's some of the best places to learn stuff, man. Everything I know about Japan I learned from reading the novel Shogun, which is still in my top 5 best novels ever written, by the way. And if you're a reader and haven't read Shogun, please, by all means, go for it. It's amazing. In paperback form, it's about 1,250 pages, and I think I may have read it at least 5 times.
Fermented dried soybeans. Huh.
Figured it had to be fermented.
Huh. The snack food that will give you a buzz. Natto. Food Wars. Interesting. I don't have cable, so unless it's on a streaming service somewhere, I wouldn't have a chance to watch it. Although I was telling everybody on Friday my guilty pleasure of viewing right now, because I have so much time sitting in a hotel room these days, is it's called The Great Pottery Throwdown, which is done by the BBC in Graham's neck of the world. And I never realized there was so much that goes into working with clay, or how many different kinds of clay there are. What I've right now, I've got Amazon Prime and HBO. And that's what I'm sticking with for the time being.
No, there's so many channels now.
When Netflix decided to up their price and start cracking down on certain things, I gave up that subscription. I wasn't using it enough to justify the additional cost anyway. What's Crunchyroll?
It's an anime streaming platform.
Oh, yeah, nothing that would interest me. Not an anime fan.
I don't have Crunchyroll. I had Funimation, but
Oh,
I found out there's a website it's actually ran by Funimation where you can watch everything that's on Funimation for free.
Exactly, fun boy. He'll look at somebody's piece and just start crying. It's like, oh my god, it's amazing. It's a little over the top sometimes. It's almost like he was trying to find a hosting type gimmick, but it's still, he's usually spot on. He does, you know, use it for the best ones, but Kevin, absolutely. I'm sure when you're out in a band at clubs and whatnot, you get plenty of unique people to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was it.
That's it. We got off on a different subject. I was gonna say, you could have just chased me on this last pass, caveman. There we go.
Yeah. Okay. And this is going to right over here.
How much
Wow,
how much did we get off of it?
234,836 liters.
Not bad. Where's our best
Yeah, not
price
bad.
at on those?
I think the prices right now are actually really bad.
Oh,
I'm not so concerned about that. I just, you know, if we've got leftover, we want to sell it for the best price we can get for it. I mean, we could store it. We do have soybeans in our silo already,
Yeah,
like
we have
80,000 liters.
74,000. Yeah. It's the best sell point right now is Bulby's Gump Farmers Market.
When's the best sale time?
June.
Of course it is.
so
It's double the price basically it is now.
I'm just going to tip in here what's needed for the contract to be completed.
We'll just store the rest until we get a good price for them. We're not desperate for the money at the moment. I did not see this header shift onto this trailer. I don't think it's on properly. So watch it tip off and me make a
You go around
mess
the
out
corner
of
and you'll
this.
figure it out.
Well, we still made almost $8,000. How much do you have left over?
15,991.
So we really had about 23,000.
Yeah. I tried.
Nah, that's all good.
I just wasn't as quick on the draw as I thought.
Sharko's fixed the prices. See, that's when we do our $1 million playthrough. That's the whole reason behind it. It's to work Sharko until we get our money back.
Oh. Is that what it's for?
That's right. We're gonna sit back in our
And the
easy
interest
chairs
is the extra $6 million.
That's right.
That's the interest.
18 million racks up a lot of interest over time.
Yeah, I bet it would.
Yeah, especially at 5% per day interest rate.
We do have all this land over here that we bought for placeables and such that we could put to use until we need it for something else.
True.
You know, we'll have time over the winter. You want to check the chicken feed, Sharko, and see if the chickens need feeding? And do we need to clear out the eggs? We have eggs now too, by the way.
Forgot about that.
Chickens are half. So I can fill them up.
And don't forget that we need, there's a 100 pallet limit now too.
I know, it's annoying.
It's ridiculous.
We're gonna fix that someday in a future update. We know you guys aren't happy with that pallet limit. We've already had one casualty due to that, or not casualty, but somebody who got jacked up on their map because of the pallet limit. I think that was Smitty, wasn't it? David Smith?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Whose computer died. And he's got to wait until July for a replacement to come in.
Ooh, that's a long time.
Yeah, it is. I don't think I could wait that long.
No, no, I don't think I could either.
I definitely couldn't wait that long.
Uh-uh.
I go to the store and buy one, or
Call me an
else
addict, but
I couldn't spend more money than I need to just to get one. I guess I do have a backup. I have a laptop, but
someday never comes. That's a good point.
it's true.
How many things were we going to do someday and never got around to them?
Mm-hmm.
I guess maybe this header did get latched on.
It must have. It's made it all the way back here.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Either that or you're creeping one.
Well, I've been running full speed, so I haven't been creeping.
It must have been latched.
Well, I mean, there's some people in the world that would call me a creeper, but that's a totally different kind of creeper.
Total different type of creeping.
It is.
Okay. That's not that bad then.
Yep, he did say that. His wife, Glenda, is always very kind when we're streaming and says hello. He's going to be very kind and let, oops. Let her hubby use her machine.
Should we place one of those holders or
For eggs?
yeah, the sheds for eggs?
You can try if you want to. The downside is that you can't distribute eggs. You got to manually load them in. But it would keep pallets off the map because.
I was saying because there'll be about 12 pallets total worth of eggs.
Yeah, egg pallets build up over time. Actually, we've got one more thing that needs to get done today before we can advance the month. It won't take long. Got to bust out the Fent. We almost bought a third Fent today, believe it or not. Because there's one on sale at the shop right now, but Sharko turned his nose up at it because it wasn't one of our good versions. It's just a base game 1050.
I'm saving the money.
It's all good.
He's saving money by being picky.
Yeah. I'm saving the money for now, but when the $400,000 version comes out, that's twice as much as this one. Then you can spend the money on me.
Where are eggs? I'll go for the list to find the eggs.
Just keep it close to the chicken coops.
Yeah, I was planning to do that.
I actually still kind of think we should probably think about putting in another bread fire bakery.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I drove through a field. I drove through the field, guys. Don't unsubscribe, please. Please. Some of you know what I'm talking about.
Yep. Okay.
What is the best mulcher to use? I don't really think there's a best mulcher.
What's the best? I mean, any mulcher is fine. What are you concerned about, Graham? I saw that question that you posted. I didn't have a good answer for you. Is the only reason I didn't respond. I mean, what are your concerns with mulching? Because as long as you're hitting your field, there shouldn't be any problem.
The best mulcher to use is the one that you can afford.
Yeah, or this biggest size you can get. Yeah.
I still haven't fueled this tractor since Friday.
Oh, it's flashing at you.
Hey, Zach Barker. A, welcome to the stream. And B, I haven't watched Mike Mitchell in quite some time. He does upgrade his equipment a lot, and I have seen him run fence before, but not an 1167. I might have to go back and check him out again. Just to see the Fent. Well, there's one, and I know Bex used to make it, and we actually have a version of that because I downloaded it before she took all of her mods down, because she doesn't mod anymore. She packed it in. So the biggest field roller you can find, she is converted into a mulcher, but there's also another one that somebody did out there that's the same thing. Hers may be a little higher quality because I know she took a lot of pride in making sure that everything was working right and error free. But that doesn't mean that that's not a fine one either. But, I mean, yeah, we need more information about what's your concerns, Graham. It's just as long as you're hitting your whole field, it really, you know, a mulcher's a mulcher.
Yeah, there's no difference between the mulchers other than size and price.
Oh, he traded a 1050 for the 1167. Is that the tracked version?
Probably.
That's what I'm
Pretty
thinking.
sure it is.
He's got a huge lineup of equipment. Like, you know those Bourgeois seeders with the big air carts?
Mm-hmm.
I think
Yeah, the 11 series is the track.
He's got like 4 or 6 of them.
Yeah, dang.
That's how much
Wow.
acreage he farms. I
Yes,
still, Sprue, I think she still hangs out with Mouse and joins him on stream sometimes, but other than that, I don't have a lot of time to keep up with folks as much anymore. Right? And when she handed over her Discord to Mouse, apparently he went and cleaned house in Caveman, and I got kicked out of it because we weren't chatty on there. Which, you know, I've got my own Discord to be chatty on, so anyway, you know, it's his Discord. He can manage it his way. No, Graham, not at all. There's no real difference in mulchers.
Yep, that's true. There's no real difference.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, there's one on Mod Hub that looks like a lawnmower. Or a bush hog, rather.
Yeah.
Around here, I see enough people cutting their yard with them. I consider them a lawnmower.
Well, they are lawnmowers.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, one of the big features that they added to lawnmowers that they use as a selling point is that it's a mulching mower. Which just means it chops your grass up real fine, so it falls
Yeah.
back in.
Instead of just doing one cut, it chomps it back up again. Which most lawnmowers can do, even push mowers can do, is if you close the, if you can close the thing that shoots it out. I don't know what you'd call that.
No, Bex gave up on Mouse streams too, huh? Huh. See, I don't even get a chance to watch Mouse anymore. I don't get a chance to watch anybody much anymore. Oh, did they completely shut down the office Discord then? That's surprising. Oh, goody. Remember, guys, when you're dealing with the internet, don't feed the trolls.
Oh, that's the wrong tab.
Oh, wow. I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, I know Mouse is still streaming, so I'm sure that has nothing to do with it.
Are you using GPS to go down the road?
Yep. Hey, I had it set up. I'm like, well, I'll just center it right here, and it'll keep me straight down the road.
Yeah, that works.
Full send. Did you ever stop and get fuel?
Nope. Drove right past the gas station.
I'm just get stuck in the middle of the field.
You might have to
You know
buy.
why?
You'll either have to buy a fuel trailer or fill up the header trailer and bring it over to me.
Oh, hush.
Somebody get rid of that last comment, please. Harv's World does not do politics. If you feel the need to make a political statement, please do us all a favor and find somewhere else to do it. Well, political statements are just, it's one person's opinion, and you know, most of us know at this point in our lives you don't talk politics or religion with somebody unless you know they hold the same viewpoints as you. They are divisive conversations that lead to nothing but anger and hostility unless you're dealing with somebody who's has the same opinions as you do. And that's why I want to keep them minimized on Harv's World, because they don't bring anything good, they only bring out the negative.
Getting a fuel trailer.
Okay. I respect the fact that everybody has political opinions and you are absolutely positively entitled to them. I don't even care if they differ from my own. I'm educated enough to know that I'm not going to be offended just because you think something different than I do. But that's not the way the world works, is it?
Nope.
No.
And I don't expect anybody to be like me. That's a big thing that people can get into too, is they forget, you know, not everybody has to be like me, you know, or like you, or you know, we need to embrace each other's differences and stop putting people down for them. It's our differences that make us great people. If we were all the same, we would be boring as the day is long, guys. I mean, let's
He's
admit
so
it.
boring.
What are you going to do today? I'm going to have breakfast and go to work. What are you going to do today? I'm going to go have breakfast and go to work. What are you going to do today? I'm going to have breakfast and go to work. Yeah, duh.
At least the game prices aren't ridiculously as they are in the real world.
Right?
Yeah, Sharka was telling us, what, you're over $11 a gallon for,
Yeah.
$11 a gallon for diesel in Canada now?
At least where I am.
You want to know what's funny?
What's that?
Yesterday, there were two fuel stations side by side. One of them's price for diesel is $4.99. The other one's price for diesel is $3.99.
You know what? I think I just double fertilized this row right here, by the way.
Oh no.
Oops. Oh well.
So unleaded gas apparently 69. Leaded is 78. Or is that no unleaded plus? And then diesel 72, according to the actual pump in the game.
Okay.
Kyle, welcome
If
to
only they were
Harv's
those
World
prices in
Homesteader,
real
buddy.
life.
I know.
Well, welcome back, I should say. Member of the Grateful Red. I almost forgot there for a second. 10-4 on that one. I personally don't mind having other people's views, but this is Farm Sim, not Politics 101. There you go. Yeah, long time no see, Kyle. Good to have you back, man. Our Canadian crew back in the house.
Actually, I can almost guarantee that those prices are Canadian, or not Canadian prices, but dollars per liter, probably. 'Cause that's what diesel used to be about a year ago, 2 years ago, before this whole pandemic thing. That was what prices used to be.
I remember
So-
seeing that price per gallon.
Oh god, that I would. Oof.
I remember seeing prices under 50 cents a gallon. That'll give you some idea of exactly how old I am. I can remember when people were upset that gas broke $1 per gallon, and it wasn't
I
that
was
long
upset
ago.
when gas. I was upset when gas broke $1 a gallon.
I want to say that was around 97, 98, maybe 1999 in the States.
Is that around the fuel around the fuel crisis?
No, the fuel crisis was in the 70s.
Was it in the 70s? Okay.
That's when you see all the lines backed up at fuel stations and stuff like that.
Yeah, and like why California and all that speed limits were 55.
Yep, all of that stuff. That was the mid to late 70s.
Okay, I had no clue. I just knew that there was at some point there was a fuel crisis.
I wish this tank filled faster.
Yeah, you've.
I'm not even half full yet.
I mean, I think if you're using one of these why is there 4 nozzles?
For you to ask questions. There's 4 different types of fuel.
Yeah, but.
I've
Okay.
regularly been stopping at fuel pumps recently that have 3 pumps, 3 different pumps,
Really?
or 3 different nozzles. Yeah.
Huh. I've never seen more than 2.
Great day. Some of the ones down here, they've got one for regular, one for what is it? Plus, one for premium, one for ethanol free, one for the E85, and then one for diesel, all in the same setup.
Yep.
We just usually have one for any gas, and then one for diesel.
Matter of fact, the fuel station I go to the most is actually like that. It's got
Well,
the
actually,
one for everything. You know,
I guess
so you got-
I guess I'm wrong. There is some that have 3, but it's a def nozzle.
Okay.
So-
Kyle's seen 68 cents a liter in Canada. When Eric quit driving, apparently it's in the 80s, Eric? $10 would fill your tank. Yeah, absolutely.
5 years ago, gas used to be 68 cents a liter. Very cheap.
Really?
Oh yeah.
It wasn't that cheap here.
Well, that's per liter, not per gallon, and it's Canadian dollar. So I guess what would that be actually? 50 cents a liter, American, and then I have to use a conversion.
3.5 liters basically to a gallon, something like that.
Yeah. So what that'd be?
And David, when he bought his first car, gas was 25 cents a gallon.
So would that be $1.30, I think, American per gallon?
Well, if you're talking about 50 cents and you're multiplying that by 3.5
That'd be $1.50.
plus 0.5,
Yeah.
so $1.75.
$1.75.
Yeah. I'm just trying to do the math on my head. I'm like, what is the actual conversion? I have no clue.
Amir, hey, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. This is called GPS, or Guidance Steering. It's a mod by Wopster. It is available on ModHub, but it is only available for PC players. Unfortunately, it's a scripted mod, and the console makers, in their ultimate wisdom, said the people who use our consoles can't use scripts. So, that's what it's called.
Yeah, they're like either do without or go somewhere else.
Exactly. Go buy a PC or just use our consoles and shut up. Do what we say.
Yep.
99 cents a gallon when Mr. E started driving, and within a year had gone up to $1.89. Yep. That sounds about right. I mean,
I remember when I got my first truck, it was 75 cents a gallon.
Wow. Love that.
we need more of that.
More of what?
More of 71 cents a gallon for gasoline.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
The name of the mod, Amir, is Guidance Steering. And you'll know you found it when the thumbnail for the mod literally says GPS right on the front of it. It's by a modder named Wopster. It's very, very good. I do a tutorial video for guidance steering. It's under my FS19 tutorials, but it still applies to FS22. And if you've never used it before, it will give you the basics and teach you how to get started with it. There are some advanced functions that I don't cover in that tutorial. And Caveman has already rolled the truck. That looks like Sharka was driving it.
No, I'm not. I haven't driven any vehicle yet.
I see
It
that.
won't flip back on its own.
You bet, man. Anytime. I want to look at the map and see what I missed because I feel like I've missed something. We have merged all these fields, guys, and it's bloody massive now.
Mm-hmm.
Don't try to drift with the fuel tanker behind you. Got it.
All right, I missed a
Oh,
little
you don't
tiny
do that?
spot right there.
That's how I laid it over.
Ah.
Caveman, the tractor drifter. Good God, that's a. Did you bring me enough fuel?
I don't know. Did I?
At least it fills me up quick, and I don't have to deal with the speed of the pump.
Yeah, this thing
Well,
took
that's good.
forever to fill.
What is that, like 8,000 gallons? 10,000?
8,000 liters.
Or 8,000 liters, yeah.
8,000 liters of diesel costs $10,000.
If only that were true. I'd be pulling
It is for-
diesel out of the game and selling it, wholesaling it in the real world. There's a
God,
little
imagine.
tiny spot right through here, and I'm sure I've got it now, so we're good. All right. You haven't fired up your console in a week, Kevin? I know there was some kind of farm sim update that came out this week. Must have been a patch of some kind, because I saw mine updating when I got home on Thursday.
I have no clue. All I know is my games automatically update.
All right. Let's get this show on the road. So we need to check prices in December to see if, when, what, why, and how we can sell.
I think it was bread and canola oil.
That sounds right.
Yeah. And then sugar if you wanted to do sugar.
And I'm pretty sure we've got more than a trailer load of bread.
Can you almost guarantee it? 106 pallets.
Well, and that's not counting tomorrow's production.
Mm-hmm.
Oops. Caveman's already getting set up to load.
So we already have more pallets than the game will let us have.
Well, luckily, that, there we go, that'll work. We're just going to shut down here. All right, let's see what December has to bring. What do you want to do about 10 o'clock in December? Or should we go super early and then just keep moving forward if the prices are still climbing?
I feel like that makes sense.
That makes sense.
5 a.m. Here we come.
And we're starting with bread, right?
Now, according to
parked there,
Sharko,
so-
who said that December is the best bread time.
So both the
Okay.
spreadsheet and the game says so.
Bread. We can't do the storage sheds, obviously. Bread prices are all falling at the moment. Stable at the campsite at 28.47.
Yeah, campsite's the highest I've seen it.
Well, on mine, Sharko, it says January is the best month for bread.
Well, that changed. Huh.
You tell me this after I've already got a trailer load.
Well, that's okay.
I mean, it's above the selling point it was last year, so
Sugar.
Is there a reason we don't have any more pallets spawning?
probably because we've hit the limit.
Right now, if we've got any eggs, we should be selling them.
We do.
We're at peak price on eggs this month. Everybody's got their flashlights out. We said we got to hold furniture until next month, or no,
Okay,
till
when we hit
middle
the
of the
pallet
year.
limit. That's why no more are spawning.
Oh, we hit the pallet limit. Okay.
So you have almost 80 pallets there, plus whatever's lying around.
I've got 79 pallets here.
79, yeah.
Canola oil. Canola oil into so we should be selling canola oil right now too.
Oh yeah, that's pretty high.
So do I need to drop the bread off then?
Let me look at the bread price again. So we're at 28.78. It is still. I mean,
Oh,
January is supposed to be the best month,
Did
but I
bread
think
just updated?
it did just update, like big time update.
It updated big time, yeah.
29.58 at the campsite. Run, Forrest, run.
Where's the campsite?
All the way
down.
down by field 38. The sugar beet field. It's right across from the sugar beet field, or the one we were gonna do but disappeared on us.
Dang it. I went to tag it and accidentally teleported there.
Dope. Okay.
These prices can still change even though they say they're going down.
They change throughout the day. Maybe it just
Yeah.
hadn't updated for that time period yet.
Maybe.
So the campsite where Caveman is headed right now is all the way down here in the far southwest corner. It's kind of a weird sale point. I don't fully understand why there would be a big sale point at a campsite. But I guess
Plugging a lot
it's
of
like
bread.
it's like the winter bread festival, and all of the campers are clamoring for our fresh baked artisan bread. That's what it is.
What they're actually saying is it's cheaper to buy bread than it is to buy like firewood. So they're just buying bread and burning it.
There you go. Instead of cow pies, it's bread. That was one of the things that they did on the Great Pottery Showdown was they actually made people, instead of using a traditional kiln, they had these kilns set up outdoors, and the only fuel they could use in the kiln was cow manure and wood chips.
Huh.
Yeah, we get the west.
Cow pies have been used for fuel for a long, long time.
Yes. It's still interesting that they kind of limited them like that.
Yeah.
No. Dang it.
They do a lot of interesting stuff. Like one of the things that's kind of common is it's called Roku, and they'll take their pots and they'll wrap stuff around them like copper wire or banana peels or anything, and they can't use traditional glazes. They have to try to get chemical reactions from the different things that they put in on their pots when they fire them in the kiln, and it comes up with some interesting colors. But it's dangerous because what they do, no, I'm thinking of it wrong. They put their pots in this kiln and get them up to like 1,000 degrees, and then they put them into a like a concrete bin that's filled with wood chips and banana peels and whatever they want to put in there. And it all catches fire because you're adding 1,000 degrees to combustibles, and they let that burn off. When it's done burning off, Then they take it out and they can either dip it in water or let it air cool or whatever. And they just see what kind of chemical reactions they're getting from all of that stuff. And I don't know. It's interesting. They get some really unique designs doing it that way. I don't know. Yeah, I'm kind of a geek like that. Anyway, yeah, campers need to eat too, and bread does smell better than cow pies, I'm sure, if you're using it as a form of fuel. So
I've never smelled bread or burning bread.
you never
Sounds
burnt
like
a piece of
fire.
toast?
I've burnt not toast. I know I have burnt toast. Because it smells similar to that, wouldn't it?
Everybody's burnt toast.
No, I'm just used to burning pizza dough.
We should, in theory, make a lot of money.
If I can ever get the mess cleaned up, yes.
Did you tip all of those pallets off? I mean, I know you rolled the truck. I heard you do it. But I didn't think you would release the pallets.
Well, it wouldn't flip back over.
Oh.
Well, good thing it's cold enough or the bread's gonna be frozen. I don't think the bread's supposed to be there, caveman.
No, I don't think it is either.
So we've still got...
There it goes. I flipped it.
We've still
There
got
you go.
38... If that happens again, let me know. I know how to flip it back over with everything loaded.
It's fully loaded now.
A mere merging fields, as long as you've got open land, and I'll go find a field to kind of show you what I'm talking about. I mean, if you've got trees and stuff, you're going to have to learn how to forest or get rid of those trees. But if you just got extra land like this grassy land here, it's a matter of using a plow. And there's a function on the plow called allow create fields. And as long as you have that function turned on, it will plow up open ground like this on the outside of your field and turn it into field or plantable ground. So this is a huge stretch between these two fields, but if I wanted to merge them, I just need a plow and the ability to take out these trees. And I strongly recommend the lizard plow.
Yeah, the lizard 6M or 9M. What is it? What is the mod actually called?
I think it is lizard 6M 9M.
Yeah.
Assuming you're on FS22.
On 19, it's just called the 6M.
Yeah. So caveman pulled the shark, go. Did you pull of me, caveman?
No, I didn't put it in water.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, Amir, I was talking about about tutorial videos that I have. A lot of the stuff that I teach on 19 still applies to FS22. And a lot of people got started with my Ravenport walkthrough for beginners, which is really more about teaching the skills you need to play the game than it is necessarily about, taking care of that one particular farm. So, there we go.
Oh, that's why I'm lagging so much.
219,000.
And that's only like what, 2/3 of the pallets.
So that's 234 basically. That is 234.
And that's only 2/3 of the pallet.
It is snowing. Yeah, our bread would be soggy by now. So yeah, we still have another 38,000 liters of bread to sell.
We froze the bread before putting it onto the trailer.
That's right.
It's just keeping it super fresh.
Now, if only I didn't have to worry about outrunning my headlights.
The Case E-Coal. I have not seen that one yet. It's a better plow. Crypto Goose, and welcome to the stream. Interesting.
Huh.
Is that a base game plow? I don't think so. It must be a... No, it's not. It's got to be a mod.
Yeah.
No, I'll have to check that out. I cannot confirm or deny that, but I will take your word for it. We'll give it a look one of these days. The case E-Cole. Somebody write that down. Remind me of that in the future. There, I wrote it down. Oh yeah, if you can hook it on the front, Kyle, and set it up backwards, yeah. That's the thing about the 6M9M also, which is this plow right here, by the way. We've got two of them. It does run forwards and backwards.
Yeah.
Whoa, I just lag spiked like crazy there. Are you guys affecting my internet?
I'm not moving.
I was
I'm
joking.
just screaming across the map, trying to get back to get the rest of the bread.
Even's driving too fast.
Oh, we need to sell our canola oil too. Where's the best sale for our price for canola oil? That's at Bubba Gump Farmers Market. Okay. Oh, but we can't mix and match on that because the campsite and Bubba Gump takes both oil and bread, so
That should be all the bread. This is 38,000 liters.
Seems right. Yep.
What about sugar? No, we get better on sugar at Bubba Gump also.
So we can mix the canola and the sugar.
Yep, we can mix canola and sugar. Once the bread is gone.
Okay.
Okay, Crypto Goose. Good to know.
This is getting annoying.
Did you roll it again?
I rolled it inside of trees.
You do realize that you can drive at slower speeds than wide open? Sharko.
Given just. Oh my gosh.
Hang on, I'll get it. Oh.
When it's not
There you
slam
go.
full, I can do it. But when it's slam full, I can't get it to flip back.
Yeah, the trick that I've always used is just to grab the truck at the rear axle and it will pull the trailer around wherever you want it to go.
That's what I was trying to do when it was full, but I
just wouldn't work.
couldn't get it to do it. It wouldn't work for me. I tried grabbing the trailer, wouldn't work.
I remember being a new player and not knowing anything about mods or whatever and no super strength and picking crap up like that and trying to get a tractor rolled back over or whatever was just such a bloody nightmare. It was awful.
Mm-hmm. Well, the tutorials in the base game did not help at all for first players.
This is our mulcher right here, by the way. You can see it's called the Mega Mulcher. That's the Bex version, but it's not available anymore. And since it's not my mod, I don't share them publicly. If the modder wants you to have it, they have to give it to you. It's not right for me to distribute somebody else's work, so. Case Ecolotil. Yep.
Yeah, I looked up. Apparently, it's a 16-meter width.
Oh, that's nice. You found
Yeah.
the mod already?
I did.
Oh, cool. Okay.
It requires almost 600. It's 525 horsepower.
Well, these fence would pull that in their sleep.
Oh yeah.
The semi would pull that.
That too.
I don't even think these ones even have
Caveman
requirements.
Super Semi. Well, the 6M9M, if you run them backwards, it ignores the
Yeah.
horsepower requirement.
Yeah, completely. Does not ignore the weight, though.
Okay, we are looking at 86,000 liters of sugar. So you're going to have a full trailer of sugar.
Okay, am I going with sugar or canola oil first?
I'm looking at our canola now. We've got 67,000 liters of canola oil. So we've got plenty to sell.
Mm-hmm.
We might, well, let's start looking at fields then. No, Kyle. I'm sorry, but there is some kind of, isn't there some kind of super strength available now for gosh, excuse me, for console players? Maybe
The
it's
only thing that
just the pallet mod.
Yeah, say it's just the pallet mod, liftable pallets.
Oh, we finished that contract and never collected on it. There.
Oh. Oh, already 600.
Well, if we wanted field 24, that's $921,000.
I was
So
gonna say, yeah. What about field 18?
864. It's only slightly
Seems to
cheaper.
be it seems to be cheaper, but it seems to be more field. It looks like.
We don't get any timber with it though.
That's true, but we already have a massive timber area.
I wouldn't exactly call it massive, but
Okay.
probably
we
enough to
have a
keep
timber area.
our furniture mills going. I think, Kyle, I was thinking of, there is a liftable pallets mod that is available for console players, so you can manhandle pallets.
Oh, we should buy field 4.
Field 4. I'm afraid to look. What am I getting into? Yeah, because that makes a lot of sense. $200,000 for about a half an acre. No thanks. That's definitely a
Still think
Sharko field.
I still think field 24 is probably your best bet.
I think I agree with that assessment.
Or possibly 25.
25 is going to be really expensive. It's
At 1 point,
over
yeah,
$1
1
million. Believe it or not, it's very, very expensive, but field 27 up here is actually a nice field. But it's almost $2 million. We're not buying that.
I don't think we'll have enough money for that.
And if we get 24, then we've got all of the timber down between 22 and 24, plus added timber to our timber area up north as well. So something to think about.
That's true too.
Say 24.
24 is like
it's like
968. We're not that far from it though. We're at
Oh, we only need
600,000
more.
already.
Okay, so am I grabbing sugar or canola oil first?
Your choice. They're both going to the same place.
I think both of those will fill up a trailer.
Which one's the canola here? Is this the canola?
Well, sugar. I'm at the sugar
Or
now,
that's
so.
canola oil.
I think canola's. I'm up wrong.
I
actually,
think
I'm not gonna
canola's
say.
the dark green one.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought so too.
Yeah, that's canola.
That is canola.
Do we not have that much of it, or is it
You
just?
should have a, like 68.
It was
There it
taking a while
goes.
to spawn, and then all of a sudden it started.
There you go. Now you're loading with style.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. I think you got
That's
it all.
all of it. At 69,000 liters.
That's all of it.
That seems about right.
Woohoo!
Probably put some sugar on it too.
So we've got 69,000 liters. Oops, that's the wrong one. And it's going for $3 grand practically. It's going to be at least, it's pretty pushing 200,000.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna throw what sugar on here I can. Because you said it was going to the same spot.
Yep, it is. And you probably have more than a trailer load of sugar.
Yeah.
I think I'm out of. I think we're out of spawnable pallets.
That's
Nope.
possible.
That's
I mean, I know we're close.
Come on.
thank God for these storage sheds.
Yeah.
We have got 700,000 liters of flour built up,
700.
and our bakery is full of flour too. 659,000 liters of flour.
Are we sure the 100 pallets thing works on PC?
I don't know. Why are you getting a lot more?
I've got 16 pallets of sugar and 69 pallets of oil on here already. And there's more stuff on the map.
But keep in mind that you pulled the stuff off the bread factory.
Yeah. That seems...
Okay. It seems like it's not loading anymore. So now I'm going to Bubba Gump.
Bubba Gump shrimp.
We'll know if any more pallets spawn here.
Bubba Gump's Farmer Market.
That's the one. I don't think
So
we're
the one
selling.
straight down this way.
Yeah, sunflower oil's not ready to sell yet. We won't do that.
Nope. I guess we could sell furniture, but it's not the best price. But it doesn't deviate too much.
It's still
The sugar
30.
doesn't deviate much either.
It's 34.36.
Yeah. It's 38, I think, is the highest.
I mean, if we need a boost to get us high enough to buy Field 24, then we'll sell furniture.
Yeah.
How much furniture do we have? 72,000 liters of furniture. That's another $200,000 plus.
Yeah.
The PDA color for grass is mustard yellow. Hey, Psycho Kid, how's it going, man? We're just doing a big sell-off trying to get a new field before we get into spring so we can plant it with whatever we want. Actually, I wonder if it's been planted. Let's go look at it. It's right up here. I bet they put something in it.
Yep. Yep.
Canola with a crappy yield bonus of 53%.
Ooh.
We could definitely
that's
use
why
the
just
canola,
fertilizing.
though. Yeah, fertilizing, we guess another... Is it
Yeah, it's 0
23%
fertilizer.
each? So be another 46. Yeah, that'd put us at 98%. So it is just fertilizer it's missing.
Today is just not my day.
Last I heard, Kyle, they were going to do it in some future update. Like we're aware of the fact that you guys don't like the pallet limit, so we're going to update that sometime in the future. Did you roll the truck again?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's Caveman being Sharko Day.
Apparently.
Well, you know what's sad? I flipped it over like 4 times, and every time it just rolls right over again.
I don't have it gripped quite right.
You know, there is a pallet limit because there's no more pallets at the sugar shed. There's definitely sugar in there still, so.
Are you lifting this now, Caveman?
No.
Okay, I'm trying to get it. I might have to actually physically lift the whole truck. I need to step back a little farther. Are we up against trees or something?
Nope. That's exactly what happened last time. I could manipulate the truck however I wanted to, but the trailer would not stay manipulated. The trailer would manipulate. So that's why I had to unload it that time.
Yeah, you really can't get the trailer to, but I have not had this much trouble with this before.
It's at this point, it's just quicker to do it like this. Yep.
Reload.
It's quicker to do this.
Are you laggy today or something? Yeah, with the
It's a
pallets,
combination of lag and I keep outrunning my headlights.
the pallets on the side are not gonna make this easy, are they?
No, they're not. Normally they fall right back over by now.
Unloaded perfectly on its side.
And on this episode of Harv's World, you get to see what not to do.
Yeah, don't be it yet. Don't do it me.
There, I don't know what happened. It just
Oh
started loading.
no.
They started loading.
What? Okay. Interesting way to load them.
Well, as long as they get on there, who cares?
Yeah.
There you go. Good luck, caveman. I feel like you're gonna need it.
You and me both.
It's probably even more tipsy now.
This is like watching Sharko do pretty much anything near water.
At least I hadn't put anything in the water.
I mean, those pallets went into the water, you're not getting them back out.
Can he do it? Can Caveman? Actually, the goal for today is Caveman making a run to a sail point without rolling the truck. He has not accomplished that so far.
I need to stand on the road so he aims to try and hit me.
Do we have to institute a speed limit for you now too?
No, because it didn't matter how fast I'm. Do you know how fast I was going when I rolled it there at the farm?
How fast?
Like 4.
4? What'd you do? Like do a 180 at 4 miles an hour?
It does seem very tippy.
It probably is a little unstable. Alright, where is this going to put us cash-wise? It's going to lag the crap out of us. That's one thing it's going to do.
I like how it lags y'all hard. It lags me none, and I've got the worst internet.
It doesn't actually lag my computer hard. It lags my connection to the server hard. So I rubber band like crazy.
I feel like that says we had $217 worth of sold product, but I don't feel like, because I was at 600,000 and I only am showing $176 or 176,000 added to my account. Something hiccuped there and didn't work the way it was supposed to, or maybe I need to update. I don't know.
What? How much do you have in your bank? Does it say for you?
776.
Oh no, it's 818.
818.
How much?
818.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I'm off kilter here somehow. That's really weird.
That is weird. It like do that hard.
Wow.
Good day.
One of you guys might want to slap a save on us. I don't want to do it now because if I do it and it grabs my data is not correct.
You doing it, Shark? Or do I need to?
I'm not signed in.
Neither am I.
Oh.
Yeah, Crypto Goose. I've heard a lot of people missing the milling machine. We haven't quite needed it yet, but we've been doing a lot of baling, so it's not as big a deal. And now, if we want to make silage, which none of us want to make silage
Yeah, I'm
ever
signed
again.
Want to save a caveman?
Yes, save.
Saving. There you
Yes, yes, Mr. Barker. I have played ATS. It's an interesting little game. I think most of us have played ATS actually.
I have not played ATS or ETS.
I have both. I've never really played ETS though. I got it for like $2. So
They do have some very nice maps. That's an absolute truth, Eric. Now that's going to be really top heavy, caveman. I'm just saying.
Am I empty or am I hit a pallet limit again? I hadn't hit a pallet limit again, so is it empty?
I am sure it is. I'm looking, but I bet you've got it
Yep.
all.
It's all of it.
Yep, that's it. Well, he was specifically saying for console, David. That's why I didn't bring up the. I know there's a milling machine out there for PC players. I just haven't gone looking for it because I haven't needed it for anything lately.
mm-hmm.
And there are workarounds. I mean, you know, it's not none of these mods are necessities. They're a quality of life or making things easier for you. Mods really. You don't have to have a milling machine for a successful farm.
I think also there's some things you can get for the weird one they can attach to a tractor, I think. But it only picks up I think like grass or like
Oh, the one that
doesn't pick up everything.
the one that we used to mulch corn on Elm Creek.
Yeah, I think you can get one of the heads can pick up like wheat, I think, but it won't pick up like half the stuff on the ground though. So
Crypto Goose, use conveyor belts. Conveyor belts are a lot easier than trying to use a
Oh, yeah.
front loader for bunker silos.
Oh yeah, get
they're-
you a conveyor belt, man. It makes it so much easier.
and they work just so much easier too. They actually pick up instead of having to try and get the shovel to pick up everything.
Right.
And conveyor belts will pick up anything that's slightly over your property line too.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't go far, but it will pick up stuff that's slightly over your property line. Because I've used that instead of a windrower to get grass back on my land. That you know how to let you cut a little bit off, but you can't pick it up. Well, conveyor belt will pick it up.
Caveman is creeping down the road now. I'm watching him on the map and he's like going super slow. For some reason I cannot jump to Circle C Saloon. I don't know why it won't give me the option. Oh, I know why. I'm on
really?
the wrong stupid map.
Oh, you're in the
Yeah.
AI.
You said this was going to Bubba Gump as well, right?
Yeah.
Alright, well, I've hauled enough sugar to know how top heavy it is, and I've hauled it enough with this setup to know 20 miles an hour is about as fast as you want to go.
I agree, especially with the luck you've been having today.
You can run 12 miles an hour.
And my
1T.
my money is still off. I told you I had a big lag spike there. Oh, we do get
Yeah,
snowmen in the
apparently.
winter on this map, apparently. Hello, Mr. Snowman.
Oh, there's a snowman?
Right where I'm standing. Okay, so you guys are going to have to tell me how much money we have then. Because I'm obviously off. And we are shooting for Was it 960,000?
921 for the 24.
921, 922. Plus, we need working capital.
Yeah.
At least $1 million we need to see in the bank to buy that.
So sell all our furniture.
And I'm sure you know what everybody's talking about crypto, but if you've never used conveyors before, or in this they're under belt systems, the best ones to use, you need an S710, the Lizard right here, the $5,000 one, and hook it up to this Quantum SL8022 Grima. Because this little one, you have to have the little one to pick up off the ground. It will feed into this SL80 Quantum, and this is very adjustable, so you can raise the height on it, you can extend it farther out, you can, it'll pretty much load any semi combination or trailer that you want to use, and they're both drivable. You can get in and drive them around to place them where you want.
But you do have to pull both of them with a tractor.
They're
yeah,
slow.
separately.
Yes.
And
I got all the way there and delivered without crashing.
Wow. How much do you have now, Harv?
Crypto, I've used them in playthroughs. The one that I can think of directly, well, we used them on Elm Creek while we were streaming. But the video that I can think of directly, Ravensburg, my Ravensburg playthrough, I used conveyor belt system to load manure. They're not hard. In fact, you know what? While we're waiting on Caveman to finish running this stuff, how much money do we have now, guys?
886.
Yeah.
Oh, it fixed me then.
Oh, okay.
Let's go ahead and sell the furniture. Get the rest of the capital that we need.
Okay, where's the furniture going?
The furniture is going somewhere. Hobo Farmers Market. Alright, I'm going to visit the shop. And we're just going to lease a couple of these to show crypto. Exactly what... so, like I said, we need the S710. And so I'm going to lease that. It's cheap. It's like $100. And then we also need the Quantum SL8022. And we're going to lease one of those. Oh, I didn't get the Quantum. Oops. Lease. Okay. So, what you're going to do is you're going to put your little trailer in place, or your little conveyor in place first. Now, this is just like a tractor. You're going to get in it and drive it. You have to start the engine, and then you're going to drive it around like this. Place it where you want it.
Okay, so 76,000 liters of furniture.
Very nice. That'll put us over. That'll give us enough to buy 24. So you're gonna back it in right to this other conveyor, and it's gonna give you the option to attach. Assuming you line it up properly. Which
I think it'd be in the other one.
Oh, I've got to attach from the other one. But you do need to unfold this thing. Mm-hmm. And when you unfold it, that front bar is going to come up. And now you've got something that will pick up. And you want to turn it on. So then you go get in your other one. You start the engine. And yeah, this is giving me the attach option. So it's going to attach to the smaller one. And this one, you can raise like so. So it will just raise up. And this is drivable too, by the way. And then you can extend the boom out farther too. Assuming I can find the control for, there it is.
And if you use automatic turn on and off or engine start, you have to be in it to use it.
So I would highly recommend disabling that automatic engine start if you're going to be using conveyors.
And so then you would just pull your trailer underneath the top of the conveyor, and I'm not going to say it's fast. It's not fast the way the milling machine was, so it's going to take some time, but you know what a lot of us do is we'll park a trailer, and you can actually run multiple setups. Like you could run 2 or 3 setups like this side by side if you want to speed the process up. So it's not bad. I don't mind using belt systems. Mr. E doesn't like them.
Harp, show them what happens when you hire a worker on it.
Yeah.
I just hired a worker. I don't know where he's going.
It will go back and forth. So you can actually have a pile.
Oh, so yeah, that's right. So if you hire a worker, it's going to swing your conveyor back and forth. So if you want to spread out whatever it is that you're loading.
Oh, does it charge in 22?
I'm sure it does. Anyway,
it's not going down. I don't think it does.
That's all there is to belt systems. Except for the fact you have to remember that they will shut themselves off.
They will. Hey, Mr. Swede.
Yeah, Mr. Swede.
Oh, hey, Mr. Swede.
It's been a while. No, Atomic hasn't had any luck with conveyors on their bunker silos either.
We haven't had any issues with.
No, they can be a little bit fiddly sometime, and you have to make sure that they're turned on.
But turned on, and you don't have automatic engine start on it turned on, because it will shut themselves off as soon as you get out of it.
Yeah, what Sharko said.
And if you're playing on a larger map, they'll sometimes randomly stop because they become unloaded. But if you're on console, you shouldn't have that issue.
Right. There you go. Harv's tutorial on conveyor belts, especially for Crypto Goose. Oh, I'm in the wrong place. That's where I wanted to be. So you got all the furniture and they're trucking it down there, Caveman?
Yep.
Excellent.
And apparently furniture is more top heavy and heavier than sugar. I didn't roll it.
Oh, okay.
But even at a slow speed, it tries.
Okay. Good. At least you didn't roll it.
He's not telling us.
That would be funny, though. Well, you know, and we do get to a point where we've done all of this so much, it's hard to remember. You know, when I made a lot of my tutorials, I still remembered a lot of the issues that new players run into, or players who aren't as accustomed to the game as we are. So sometimes it's hard to remember, you know, what were the little things that screwed us up about working with this before and junk like that. But that's why we're here, you know. We're here to answer questions. I would definitely use conveyors over trying to use a front loader to unload my bunker silo.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, most definitely.
And that's a good point too, Mr. E. Actually, there's some really good fermenting silos out. One of them by Omatana. So instead of making silage in a bunker, you can use the fermenting silos. They are very, very, very much worth it.
Yeah, I honestly prefer those to any bunker silo.
I agree. Wholeheartedly agree. And since we are going to buy this field, And we know it doesn't have any bloody fertilizer on it.
Gonna park the fertilizer there, ready for it.
Yep. I can understand that, Mr. Swede. I mean, my job's been so... Well, luckily gaming is still my outlet, you know, my way to decompress. But I can understand where you're coming from in that regard. Yep, gonna buy this field, fertilize it, and then we're gonna push right into springtime. Oh, we had eggs we could have sold too.
I mean, you can still sell them.
I mean, yeah, we can.
How much eggs do we have?
I don't think we have many.
Now, if we don't have many yet, then we probably shouldn't even worry about it. But let's go look.
Yeah,
Well, we've got 6 pallets at least. Oh, I'm going the wrong way.
we have 4 pallets over here.
Furniture selling.
So we've got about 8 pallets. They're 1,400 liters apiece. It's up to you guys, whatever you want to do.
And there's one pallet that fell off the trailer on its side.
Because of course it did.
There you go. It wasn't a full pallet, but yeah.
It's a pretty empty pallet.
Oh, there we go. $1,144,765.12.
We can't forget that 12 cents.
Nope.
And we are now the proud owners of Field 24.
How much is the shop?
The shop? Can you even
Shop's
buy the
actually not
shop?
bad. You can actually. It's actually surprisingly not that expensive.
We did really well there. We still got $250,000 in the bank.
Yes, we do, and we lost Sharko.
Oh, I hadn't seen him drive. I heard him talking, and then what? He just up and disappeared.
Yeah, his voice. He dropped voice.
Okay, I'm back. I think.
Hey, Jonathan Luneman, how are you doing, man? Good to have you with us. Nice for you to drop in and join us in Harvest World today. We just bought a brand new field, massive field, and we're going to try to get some fertilizer on it, and then push into springtime, and then see where we stand from there.
Apparently my Discord crashed.
Discord crashed?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen that happen before.
It closed and then reopened itself with the launcher.
Interesting.
It probably didn't get updated when the update came out last night, so it decided to do it now.
It updates it though every time I reboot my computer. So,
I don't know.
or it's supposed to at least.
Oh, you're running 7 of those 7 of those bunkers, Crypto? Yeah, you might want to find some easier way to unload those.
Oh yeah.
At that point, I would honestly recommend the fermenting silo.
Yeah, the fermenting silo is going to do you a lot better if you're making that much silage. And they're very, very cheap, and they hold a lot. Like in the millions of liters a lot. And Omatana is known for making high quality mods.
Yes, she sure is.
There we go.
So when do we want to sell the sunflower oil, Sharko?
I think it's June.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
This says February apparently. February, March. Let's see what the March and April apparently according to the spreadsheet. So skip 2 months and see. had an idea, but an idea for something.
What's your idea?
I can't say it on stream.
Okay.
Not that like, it's just an idea for the stream, it would spoil it.
Okay. Did you take care of the chickens?
I fed them, yes. Last time,
Okay.
I'll double check them now though, just to make sure.
You might want to hang out over there because as we fast forward time, they're going to need more food.
Then before we just fast forward, let me just fill them up just to make sure.
We're not far from well, they should be good for at least 2 months.
They should be, but I'm here anyways, so.
Right. Yeah, the fermenting silos are fantastic. Don't leave home without them.
Mm-hmm.
If we weren't restricting ourselves from making silage on our next playthrough when we get to it, I would definitely have plenty of those.
Oh yeah. We're allowed to make it for cattle feed, but we're not allowed to sell it.
We're not allowed to sell it
Yeah.
for profit. It's too easy. It's the easiest money in farm sim these days.
Okay. Should I? Yeah, actually I need to put down one of those bins and move the eggs over so we don't get filled up on eggs. Where's
Oh,
silos?
yeah, we don't want to overload.
Yeah. You don't want to overload the eggs. Where's a
Sure
good
don't.
spot for them to go?
Oh, that's
What
right.
about-
The bunker silos do allow you to make silage from hay also. Haylage. Instead of just chaff and grass.
Let me just move all the eggs by hand.
You kind of don't have a choice.
No. Luckily, there's not too many of them.
You shouldn't lose the bonus for mulching, Graham. Because you have to mulch before you can cultivate or anything. It's a game requirement, so why would they penalize you for prepping your ground after mulching? I mean, all mulching is doing is chopping up whatever vegetation was left on your field after harvest, right? And when you plow, that's just going to turn that under and add more nutrients to your soil.
If I remember reading it correctly, though, they've changed a lot with precision farming. Where now if you plow, you get weeds instead of no weeds. I remember reading that correctly.
Yeah, somebody else was talking about making silage with straw the other day.
Yeah, I don't think there's any penalties from storing them outside.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
haven't seen any penalties for it in 22.
There's no penalties. It's not like FS19. If you were playing Seasons mod on that, you could lose your bales. Storing them outside.
One more pallet to move and then we're good.
No, this should be my last pass of fertilizer and a little touch up around the edges, maybe. I don't think I missed much though.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't think so because I'm reading something, but yeah, because I know plowing now makes weeds if you plow.
Well, Mr. E,
Really?
I don't disagree with you because cereal crops in this game make a metric ton of straw. Oh, we've got all those straw bales that could be sold too.
That we do, yeah. When is a good sell point for straw? Now.
Where?
Hobo's bale sell point.
There you go.
Okay.
That's the only spot to sell it, so.
And we just planted a lot of cereal crops, so we are going to have a metric billion tons of straw.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, December and I think January might be a little better for straw.
I think for straw, January is better. Yeah.
Then let's push forward a month. And I'm not going, well, yes I will. No, I'm not.
You're pushing forward a month, even though we were getting ready to sell
To sell what?
straw.
January's the better month. We were just talking about January being the better month for straw.
Okay.
And if it's not, it's only a few bucks.
I was gonna say that they only sell for, what was it, 89? It was.
It was at 89. And the verdict is 91. $2 per 1,000 liters more. And our grass is nicely frosted over with snow in the forecast.
Oh.
Well, when the straw bales
That's
are
an issue.
sold, then we're going to. Oh, we've got snow on the ground.
I know. I just poofed right in.
And I see
this
bales
is
spread all over
causing
the
me
place.
Major lag.
I see bales spilled all over the ground over here.
Yeah, that'll be all right.
Caveman's on the Sharko diet today.
There's a floating bale. How did you do this, cave, man?
I hit the auto load button and bales went everywhere when I started auto loading.
Because somebody didn't reset the trailer.
Yeah, somebody didn't reset the trailer.
I haven't used that trailer, so.
Right. We believe you.
I don't think I've ever used that trailer. I'm standing on a floating bale. I'm breaking the laws of physics.
Let me know when you start breaking the laws of physics in real life.
Oh, alright, Mystery. That's interesting. You can grow olives almost like from a greenhouse type situation. Yeah, crypto, that's the kind of thing. I mean, we don't play perfectly realistic, obviously, and this is a bit of a different playthrough for us because this is kind of a no holds barred. We don't really care. But on normal playthroughs, you know, you would not make silage from straw. Farmers don't use straw for silage. It has very limited or very little nutritional value, so it can't be made into silage.
I'm falling through the bale now.
And even if it could, it wouldn't benefit your cattle at all because they'd have to eat 10 times more of it than they do hay.
I mean, straw's good for bedding, though.
Well, Lifehawk, if we named the stream after you, that would explain why the thumbnail is completely wrong and we did nothing sweet.
Like caveman's flipping everything and everything.
Yeah, everybody's got Sharkoitis today.
Apparently, except for me. So
Except for
I haven't
Sharko,
put in-
because he hasn't done anything.
I haven't been able to do
running,
anything.
running
I fed
around
the
with his
chickens.
flashlight. Oh, he did feed the chickens. I'll give him that.
I've been feeding the chickens.
He fed some chickens. We haven't had much to do. That's the sad truth of it. It's not his fault.
Yeah, selling TMR. Is TMR even base game sell?
You can't. I haven't seen any way to sell TMR yet. Obviously, Mr. E has found something.
That might be a map thing, or like a certain sell point.
I know. Let's see. Alien Jim used to have feed sales on the maps he did in FS19, because I remember making a lot of money off of pig food and TMR on his maps. It is a conspiracy. Yeah, it's definitely not base game. It should be, though. There are feed manufacturers out there.
I guarantee you farmers would pay for TMR sometimes if they didn't make enough or couldn't make enough.
I can tell you right now, there's so much hay moving around the state of Nevada, it's not even funny.
Oh yeah.
I see 15 or 20 triple trailer semi-loads running down the interstate every trip I take across the state.
And you want to know the sad part about that? Or at least is we have bales in the middle of our field just rotting away.
The sad part is these farmers are going to go broke because hay prices are through the roof. We're in a severe drought.
Yeah.
And that's why hay prices are through the roof.
It is through the roof, yeah.
They're having a hard, because normally cattle ranchers will have enough land to make their own hay to feed their cattle. Now they're having to buy it out of pocket. We're not talking about a few $1,000s worth of hay. We're talking about tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of hay these folks are having to buy to keep their herds well fed. Oh, you can sell TMR if you have the sell anything mod. That might be one we need to take a look at. Just in case. As long as the prices aren't inflated on it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because lime is ridiculously priced.
Where?
Oh no, like when we did it on Elm Creek.
Well, that's because we had the train to run it to Goldcrest Valley.
Well, I mean, if it's a similar price, then that is ridiculously priced.
Too cool. I want the Flintstones slab of ribs you were cooking. I want it right now.
Ooh, that does sound good.
Did you guys see that picture? He posted it in the Discord. It's crazy huge. There you go.
I haven't seen this yet, but
they look delicious.
David took my bales.
where did he post this? Oh, wow. Yeah, it's definitely a Flintstones size rack ribs.
Right? Yeah. They look good.
Ew.
Alright, as soon as we do that straw, we're going to punch straight into March, guys. We are not fiddling with winter time.
Well, apparently canola oil might sell for, not canola oil, sunflower oil in February. I'm not sure. February and March. Apparently is a good sell point for sunflower oil.
Where's the March sell point at? I didn't see any sell points named March.
It's in a different map.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I should totally name now a sell point on my map March.
Yabba dabba do, that's right. David Smith wants 2 slides. We're taking orders for you now, too cool. Harvley Hawk. They're gone already. Good God, man. Yeah, winter does look nice.
It's pretty.
The trees are all frosted over. As long as they keep it in the game and off my lawn, I'm perfectly happy.
So then don't move to Canada.
I wasn't planning on it. I'm going south. Harv doesn't like being cold.
I mean, Texas does get snow occasionally.
True.
Yeah. I've seen it snow in downtown Phoenix. And
That's also,
Phoenix
I mean,
is
it does get
full-blown
below.
desert.
It does get below freezing in Phoenix at night. Sometimes.
Only in the wet season.
Yeah.
Why would your bales sell themselves, Graham? Because I think you have ghosts in your machine. You, sir, have been able to come up with some of the most unique questions I think we've ever dealt with.
Uh-huh.
I've never seen a bale
Oh,
sell
yeah.
itself. I swear it's ghosts in the machine. Amir, this game does, if you're not a farmer or don't have a lot of farming knowledge going into it, this game can have a pretty steep learning curve.
Uh-huh.
But once you get it, it's just such a relaxing, peaceful thing to do.
Bales are sold.
Excellent.
Wow.
Let's get this show on the road.
Yep.
See where we're at when we get to March. Don't forget to check the chickens. Keep an eye on our factories if we need to fill them with anything. Oh, and we should be looking for a good soybean price. When did you say
Oh, yeah.
soybeans were best?
In June, I think. So. June, July, apparently.
Also, check the price on the other stuff.
Sunflower's still
Yeah,
really
that
low.
stuff. Yeah.
So. Our sunflower oil's still really low.
Oh yeah, soybeans
Chickens.
run over 2,000 in June, so that's good.
Chickens are fine. Is that right? Our sugar mills are empty? Or is that just not updating for me?
It's probably empty.
Eh. Our bakery. Where's our bakery?
Our bakery has plenty of flour.
Yep.
We had
It's full.
700,000 liters of flour stored.
Bakery's full.
We either need to sell flour or install another bakery.
We can fill the grain mill up.
Do we have anything to put in it?
I think we do.
I'm pretty sure we had something.
We've got sorghum and wheat.
We gotta save some of the wheat for the chickens.
Or sorghum, either one.
Well, chickens don't go through a lot of wheat though.
Well, just go ahead and save the wheat that we have. That will keep us going on chicken feed for a long time. Oh, that's true, Mr. E. Wow. 2 feet of snow. That's impressive.
My game froze.
We don't need the no handcuffs bakery, David. We are actually running the industrial bakery, which does the exact same thing. But we do have the no handcuffs factories installed. We're using them everywhere else.
My game froze.
Oh, Alt F4 it and come back.
Gonna have to. Because the funny thing is the ping isn't frozen. So my controls were locked up.
Oh, and if it didn't drop you out of the game, we're not going to be able to advance our time.
It should. At least if I join back, it would definitely do it.
So put the sorghum in. Or not.
Did you decline to advance time?
No.
There we
There
go.
it goes.
Well,
They
the
don't
one
use
thing
it
the
on
no
advance
handcuffs bakery might do is give us more storage for flour. But it's not going to produce any faster, so it's kind of a trade-off. Okay. Now the question is, has this done enough to allow me to fertilize this field? Won't take much to find out.
My thing is, it still says there's 3 players playing.
It does that. Nope, can't fertilize yet, so we'll have to wait
Oh,
for the
I'm
next
joining in
growth
now.
stage.
And I'm in.
Okay.
The chickens look.